Welcome to the Origin Summer Preview with the Dice Tower. In this series, we look at recently released and upcoming games for summer 2014. And now, recorded live at Origins 2014. Here's your host, Ryan Metzler.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Metzler. I'm here with John Goodenough from Alderac Entertainment Group. Today we're going to be taking a look at your new game, Sail to India. Can you tell us a little bit about Sail to India?
Sure. Sail to India is a new pocket line game, and it was originally released in Japan, and AEG did a new edition. We gave it a facelift with new art and graphics, and there was also a couple of development tweaks, so some of the technologies got revised. So this is kind of the new and improved new edition, just small tweaks, but it's mostly the same game. The object of the game is you're trying to gather the most amount of victory points.
Okay.
You have a lot of options to do a lot of cool stuff.
Awesome, I always love a lot of options.
And this is actually one of the features of the game is it's only 24 cards. And so it's 24 cards and a handful of cubes, but you get to do a lot of different options, a lot of different strategies. So this game really packs a lot of variety and a lot of strategy in a small little package.
So we've got another game in the kind of micro game type series that we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this is a pocket line game. It's also part of our Big in Japan game line. So, but on your turn, you can do two things. And when you employ new markers, they start out in Lisboa.
Okay.
So this is kind of where you start your cubes. One of your options is you can move. You can kind of set sail and move your ships around. Ships move according to the speed, and you can also pay gold to upgrade so you can move faster. So everybody can move one card, and you can upgrade and move 2 cards and up to 3 cards.
So you can kind of take the strategy of accelerating yourself along the path if you would like.
And exploring is one of the viable options, because every time you explore a new card, you flip it over and you score 1 victory point.
Okay.
So exploring actually not only progresses the game, but it also helps you win.
Sure, absolutely.
One of the interesting things about tracking victory points is everything you do uses cubes. So when you score victory points, you use your cubes as markers.
Oh, excellent.
So let's say, for example, I already have 5 victory points, and I just got another one because I explored.
Right.
You have to use one of your cubes. So you can't use from your stock. Like, everything has to be used from stuff in play. So I'll take one of my guys and put it over here. Let's say I didn't have any cubes available, I wouldn't be able to score the victory point.
Okay, so not only do you have a little bit of a race along the line, but you also have the kind of resource management of making sure you have cubes available in order to score your points.
And that's actually a neat kind of catch-up mechanic, because the more points you score, the more gold you get, the more cubes you're going to use up to even manage that.
Got it.
So it's kind of a nice balance factor.
Very cool.
One of the neat things you can do is when you sail, you can use your ships to get trade goods, and so you put it on the gold. That counts as a gold trade good. You put it on coffee. One of your actions is you can sell trade goods.
Okay.
And you get victory points and gold based on the number of different trade goods in that set. Okay. So the more variety, the more good stuff you get.
Absolutely.
And the other thing you can do is you can build buildings. And the neat thing about buildings is if you own a marketplace, it's a permanent resource. Okay. So when you trade goods, you have to return these.
All the way back to the start.
Right. You spend them, basically. You sell them. But if you have a marketplace, that's always going to be worth 1 coffee when you trade. Okay. Some of the other buildings is a church is just worth 2 victory points, and all the buildings are worth a victory point.
And only one person can build on those buildings, I assume?
Yep. All right. Once you control it, you own it. And then there's also the stronghold. I'm sorry, this is a church. This is stronghold. Strongholds allow you to, when normally you always have to start in Lisboa. If you own a stronghold, you basically start at that stronghold, and then you can start sailing
and get more victory points by exploring further out.
Right. And the other neat thing is you have scientists, so you can gain technology and put your scientist on the tech. It does cost gold. A lot of things you do are going to cost gold. Sure. But once you own that technology, you can use it for the rest of the game. Okay. And so that's part of the strategy, is maybe I want to do upgrades and then do your cool stuff.
Kind of got to adjust as the game goes on to what other players are doing as well, I suppose. So.
Because somebody might take your technology, like once somebody controls that, nobody else can go there. And the basically players keep on exploring and doing all the cool stuff. Once somebody discovers India, which is the last represented by the last card,
Sure.
The game ends, and then whoever has the most amount of victory points at the end of the game wins the game.
Okay, so basically all of the scoring is done within the game, and essentially you want to race to India if you think you're in the lead and end the game so that you have the most victory points at that point.
Great.
Awesome. Well, it sounds great. This is currently out and available?
It just came out.
Okay.
We do have, I don't think it's actually hit the stores yet, but it will in June, sometime in June.
So very soon, out in stores.
Very soon. But we do have some copies at the AEG booth.
Okay.
And so if you're lucky enough to be attending Origins, you can swing by and pick up, be the first people to pick up a copy.
Awesome. Well, sounds great. Thank you for coming and seeing us today, showing us Sail to India. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you join us for the rest of our summer preview videos. We'd like to thank Gamma and Origins for making these videos possible. And we hope that all of you have fun gaming. See you next time.